I come back to the Mike Amesbury story, this unfortunate turn of events, the spectacle of an MP engaged in a late night brawl. Um, it casts an unflattering shadow on Parliament's reputation at a time when Parliament's reputation is already in question. And the footage of Mike Amesbury repeatedly striking a man on the street, a constituent, with onlookers shouting for him to stop and taking video of him, with CCTV video then published by the Daily Mail, presents what the Chancellor of the Duchy of Lancaster, Pat McFadden, calls a graphic and concerning image of a public figure meant to uphold rather than tarnish the standards of political decorum. And Pat McFadden responded today in interviews to the incident with his characteristic restraint, stating that Amesbury's suspension by the Labour Party ensures he currently lacks the Labour whip, pending an investigation. His comments reflect a clear desire to avoid preempting the legal process, emphasising that the police investigation must run its course. But I think he doesn't fully recognise that there are two issues at stake. One is the legal issue, which must run its course. The other is, because this footage is already in the public domain, because it is already out there, it casts an image about Parliament which needs to be dealt with. The optics need to be seized. McFadden certainly subtly acknowledges the gravity of what has transpired. He notes the visual impact of the footage. The incident underscores the limitations of existing measures in holding MPs accountable for conduct that damages the institution's credibility, because the MP is not just required to act correctly in the estate of Westminster, he or she is required to continue to act correctly in their dealings with the public. They represent us. And at the moment, an MP's recall requires a 10% threshold of constituent support, which can only be triggered if an individual is excluded from the House. That hasn't happened in the case of Mike Amesbury. And so while Amesbury's actions might provoke public worry, would you want this man as an MP? I wouldn't. The available channels for holding him accountable, short of a formal expulsion from Parliament, are limited. In any other walk of life, there is a consideration about behaviour outside the institution that damages the reputation of the institution. If you're a school teacher and you're caught brawling, although there might be a legal case to answer, I think one would almost certainly find the door opened and the job over. This episode may prompt reflection on whether stricter control codes are necessary to uphold Parliament's reputation, particularly when an MP, when an MP's actions clash starkly with the expectations of parliamentary behaviour. This incident offers a sobering reminder that a single individual's actions can resonate across the institution. It underscores the need for both legal and ethical, moral clarity within Parliament's ranks.